Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Trip, and once again, it's That's a Shoot, episode 15. Why WWE Why? And we'll get to why WWE Why in a second. You may not think exactly what it is, but first, we need to put over and bury some things in the world of professional wrestling, and I'd say we should go ahead and do that right now. First one to put over is the Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler match. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying, well, these guys have wrestled so often, and apparently somebody put out on Twitter where they had wrestled like 15 times since the summertime, and 7 of those were one-on-one matches on television. So they wrestled a lot, but you know what? It was a fun and entertaining match. This, and think about what this week was when it came to Raw and SmackDown. Wasn't a lot of highlights, but that was one of them. So I want to give them guys credit for once again going out and putting on a fantastic match and having the match and having the match end the way it did. When not a stomp or anything like that. It ended with the Superplex Falcon Arrow combo. I love that. So always good to have. It's always good to have other matches always end in other ways. I like that. The second one was I like the opening segment of SmackDown, where all of the SmackDown women came out to say, "Why are you continually trying to give them a shot?" I liked it. I thought that was great and that was cool and that should happen more often. You can continue a rivalry, while doing other things. I talked about this before on the channel. From the 1996, The Undertaker and Mankind, they wrestled a lot. They wrestled a lot, but also during that time period as well, Undertaker also wrestled Goldust a lot of times as well. So, I don't. So I think there's a way that if you want Becky and Charlotte to continue going, then I think that's good. And there is a great possibility that Asuka walks out to SmackDown Women's Champion. And what that does is that leaves it open for Charlotte and Becky to go after Nia and Ronda Rousey. And continue their feud. So I think that's going to be pretty awesome. And then the last thing I want to put over are the Usos. I think the Usos are just fantastic. Ever since they had that change in character from the like warriors to like the almost borderline thugs, they've just been fantastic. And even when they've gone, they turned face. They've stayed in this, and I think maybe that's one of the first things they've learned. WWE has learned is that when you turn somebody from heel to face, they don't necessarily have to go from being. They don't necessarily have to go from being this, like there's one part of the character to being this, white meat baby face type character. They don't need to do that. They don't need someone to start like sucking up to anything. You can keep your character, just change who your character goes after, right? And I think that's what they did with the Usos. I think that's what um they're doing now with like Becky and Charlotte, and that's what now they're and I think that's what they're gonna do to hopefully for a lot of people. Hopefully a lot of people who are heels and they'll turn that they'll turn face. I think something like that. I think maybe someone like even like the Riot Squad. I don't see the Riot Squad turning heel, turning face anytime soon. But hopefully they still are what they are. Hopefully they still are like rambunctious young people, making a scene and they're just not now they don't become flower girls or anything or like Alexa Bliss, but she doesn't go back to being that cheerleader type character she was when she first debuted. So, but yeah, once again, the Usos they are just fantastic, and once again, just shout out to those guys. Now it's time to bury. We're gonna bury. Well, there's a lot of things to bury this week in wrestling. First thing I'm going to bury is the Sasha Banks and Bayley talking segment from Raw when what's her face Alexa Bliss had Bayley and Sasha come out there and sit down. I mean, this is now becoming on the level of Sting. Sting, being duped by Ric Flair. I mean, Sting seemingly was always duped by the Nature Boy, and it was just crazy. And this is what it seems like being now. Bayley and Sasha are now always being duped by Alexa Bliss, and that's just not something. And by the way, the talking segment was awful to begin with. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. And the girl that talked about it, like the girl that they chose. I don't know if she was real or if she was a plant, but I was just worried they were not going to get real questions. They were just going to get questions and everything like that. So I just, but yeah. They wasn't going to do that. She probably was a plant without question. So she's either a plant without question, or she got paid to. Well, I guess that would make her a plant. She was a real fan who came to the show who didn't get paid with to act. I guess you could say that they still would make her a plant, but whatever. But yeah, that was the first thing we need to bury. No more talking segments. No more talking segments like that. And this makes Sasha and Bayley look incredibly, dumb. Um, there was an idiot who on Twitter fat shamed Nia Jax. See, he photoshopped her into being like almost looking like one of the clumps, from the professor. Not the is it professor? Well, it's the movie. It's the movie where Eddie Murphy's in a fat suit, and then he drinks the liquid, and he gets skinny. So I think there was that one. The Nutty Professor. Yeah, the Nutty Professor, and he photoshopped him looking like that, and it was, and she had a very great comeback to it, and took it in stride. But listen. You may think that Nia Jax is unsafe. You may think that you may at this point maybe even literally hate Nia Jax. Not just the Nia Jax character, but Nia Jax the person. You may hate her for actually swinging at Becky Lynch. You may even be so dumb enough to think that it was truly an intentional one and it's some type of conspiracy. You may think all of that, but keep it on that surface level. There's no need to go and do something like that. It really isn't. So yeah, I just want to bury the idiot who did that to Nia Jax. That was completely wrong and irrelevant, and absolutely stupid. And the final thing I want to bury, and this one happened yesterday. This started going around the Twitter yesterday. I guess it was a wrestler. Her name was Kimberly. I'm not certain about that, but I don't know what it is. But apparently she reposted a post from another idiot who compared veganism, vegetarianism, whatever, with slavery. And you really have to understand. I try to respect everybody's views in life. I really do. I try to respect, you know, Republican, Democrat, religion, whatever way you choose and eat. So I want you to be this. I try to respect that because I think I want you to respect my decisions and my ways of life, right? But when you start talking about animals and putting them above people, that pisses me off. And that's happened, and it's been like that for the longest time. It started with Michael Vick. And this, what Michael Vick did it was not good. It was not good, without question. But the fact that people wanted to hate Michael Vick, but didn't, because he killed some dogs, but didn't want to hate, Ben Roethlisberger. And even though Ben Roethlisberger didn't go to jail or he wasn't even arrested or nothing like that, but he was alleged to have, sexually assaulted some women. He was fine, but like a big false dogs. No, we can have that. I mean, and it's just stupid. And Peter did that one time before. That's why I can't stand Peter. I can't stand them because they're idiots too. The fact that they throw blood or paint on people who wear furs or anything like that. Listen, yeah, you don't have to disagree with them, but why are you throwing paint on them? Why are you throwing powder at them or sugar at them or something like that? It's fucking snap them. And they came out with a thing maybe about what did you say? 7-8 years ago, around 7-8 years ago, they came up with one of the stupidest things in the world. When they were talking about the animals at the Sea World, you compare the animals to Sea World to slavery. They did the same fucking shit too. This knucklehead did. And, it's just, you can't do that. You should not be comparing things to slavery. You should not be comparing things to the Holocaust. When they're not that bad. Now, you may feel that eating meat is not right. Fine. You may feel that having animals in zoos are not fine. Is not right. Fine. You may feel that going out and hunting animals is not fine. Fine. I may agree with you on a couple of those issues. Maybe animals should be out in the wild where they're naturally habitated at. Instead of and maybe people should not be going out into that wild and shooting those animals. I would okay, I could possibly see where you were coming from that. But when you start comparing what animals are going through to what people, actual human beings went through, you put yourself in the category of certified knucklehead. And that's what Kimberly did by reposting it, because obviously she feels that same way. And the OP, the original poster, who made that post. And so it's just, I mean, come on, we know better, guys. Come on, be better human beings. Stop that. Okay, so now it's time for what we all came here for, to talk about the topic of the day. And that's why WWE why. And if you guys have obviously seen the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail of Dana Brooke. And so let's go back to one of my berries. That's the Sasha Banks and Bayley segment where they were talking in the ring. They were attacked by Alicia Fox, Mickie James, and Dana Brooke, right? However, the night before, or 2 nights before, at the Starrcade event, I don't know if it was shown on the network or not, but Dana Brooke teamed with Sasha Banks and Bayley and someone else, right? And Ember Moon in an 8-woman tag match, and she was part of that team. So I mean, so what the fuck is going on with you? I mean, And this is what the why WWE stuff. Why are they just going willy nilly right now with the no, they're not making any sense. No, no, don't get me wrong. They haven't really made sense in about 13, 14 years. If we're gonna be particularly honest with it, right? Like like once, once once they took out the WCW, they really stopped caring about a lot of the things that they used to care about. But it's just like willy nilly. They just they would just drop a story. They would just drop a push. They would just forget what they wanted and just go down another lane. And that's what's and then and it just turns somebody for no reason. Like, what was the reason for that? Why Dana Brooke was there? Why? What was she there for? Why did she turn heel? At the night, why? Because she wanted to get the TV time. She wanted to impress the new boss. And it's just not Dana Brooke. It's a lot of them. Like even like recently with Carmella. That they turned Carmella from heel to face, and it was just kind of a quick thing, and it seemed to be why the reason why she quickly turned was just because R-Truth told her that that the other Carmella, R-Truth, the other Carmella, which was Maurice, had said something bad about her, and all of a sudden she's now face. And listen, she's Carmella is probably a better face than she is a heel. Um, for two reasons. I think one, she's not so annoying as Mela is and something like that. And I know that that's her character. Her character is to be the annoying, annoying bad girl. But just like with the Iconics is supposed to be the annoying. It can be too annoying. Where the point where you start looking past the character, start looking past at the person. That's what you don't want. But yeah, she's a better face. The heel. She got all these fun things with dance breaks and everything like that. Real fun. I think that's real cool. I also think that she's probably, she's probably better than that for selling as well. She could probably sell better, and she could probably take what she, and have her come back and have her offense very limited as of right now. At one point, remember, she was getting. I had her as most improved, one of the most improved last year, 2017. This year, when she was doing her stuff, it kind of went down. So I will have to see what that's about. But it did seem like that there wasn't some type of slow, slow burn to turn face. It's just kind of a quick. And the reason is almost non. They don't even tell you, or it's kind of a really crazy reason for some reason, or it's just not cool. So, I'm not sure what what's going on, and it really is just crazy. I mean, you think about what the heel turns have done for Becky and Charlotte, basically now turning them back face, right? And have just made them just incredible. So we'll have to see where I really don't know what WWE is doing. It's not like Dana Brooke is like a part of any really big thing or anything like that. But it's just the overall look of it. That 1 week here she is, well, actually 1 week. It's 1 day, 1 night here she is being a face, and 48 hours later she's attacking the people that she tagged with in no particular reason. Now, maybe Maybe they'll go back to it on Monday. I doubt it because that's something that they just don't do. They don't do continuity like that. There's someone that somehow they really should. They really should. I mean, the money they're making now off of these contracts, off of the Saudi Arabia contract, off of the contract from SmackDown, after the contract for USA Network, there should be, they should hire a team, a team of 5 to 10 people whose only thing is to try to keep the continuity going with the writers. So when the writers have a segment that they want to do, they go to the guys at continuity and they can say, okay, so what I was thinking was I want, you know, I want Bobby Lashley, to to be fighting, uh, with Baron Corbin and with Drew McIntyre. And the continuity go back and say, okay, well, let me go back and say, okay, so there's not a lot of continuity. There was some issues in the past, the other week ago, but if they're fighting Finn Balor, then I guess it's okay. Or whatever. But just go back and check in with continuity. So you do this, so you can just say, because I want to do a segment with, with some Charlotte, and I want to do a segment with Sasha and Bailey, and I have Alexa Bliss, have her friends, Mickey James and Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke attack her. Okay, so is any continuity error? Well, the continuity error is that 48 hours ago Dana Brooke she was a babyface. She tagged with them. You're gonna have her, do this 48 hours later, and you let them know why. So maybe you write a segment where Alexa Bliss goes to Dana Brooke and gives her a reason to turn on Charlotte I can't go to Charlotte, on Sasha and Bailey. So, I really think that's what needs to happen. So, all right, y'all, that is it for this week's episode of That's Shoot. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think and what you guys thought about my putovers and my berries. Tell me what you guys thought about, just the continuity issues with WWE and why they continue just to not give a crap about them. So, post your comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJ Tripp, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.